Hey everybody, I am in the art studio. Yay! I wanted to invite you all to look at a couple of bags that I got from the scrap exchange. As I open them, oh, I'm so excited. Of course, I know what's in there, but it's always a surprise again when I get home because when you just pick up pieces of paper or little bits of this and that, you kind of forget what you've got, and then you get home and it's like Christmas time. So I'm going to stop here and relocate, I think that's the right word, relocate the camera so that you can see the unboxing, and I'll be right back. Yay! I am so excited. I can't wait to look through this stuff. And also, my sweetie, that is not part of it, my sweetie got me a tripod and something to hold my camera. So let me make sure I still have a good angle. Yay, it's me. Look, let's see how many steps I have. Oh, I'm almost at 5,000. Oh, there, it can focus now. Okay. Crinkly, it's crinkly. Enough of that. Oh, this was a little bit pricey, $8.50. But I am so excited about what I can do with this book. It is so full of every pretty thing. All these Victorian, and it's been cut out of a little bit. Oh, I just don't even know where to start. I just don't know where to start. Some of it may end up in grab bags. Some of it will go into my junk journals. But isn't it wonderful? Oh my gosh, it's just perfect. Okay, I think I've told you a little bit about the way the scrap exchange works. Some things are bin items or barrel items, and other things are individually priced. Some things are weighed. It is such a wonderful place, and the scrap exchange, every so often, they do boot camps if someone wants to come in from another town or city to learn how they got started so that they can do their own. I think every city needs one. Everything in this bag was either individually priced or weighed. I love this. It looks a little, I don't know if it just needs to be scrubbed really good. It looks like it's got scratches, but it was $1. It'll probably go in my garden. I really hope that you can see this. I'm on this side of the camera and not the other side. Okay, this stack, all of this paper is weighed. So this is scrapbook paper. I liked what was in here, and I found a lot of little pieces, homemade paper. I love sparkles. As you know, you can call me Glitter Girl. They have bins of things that have been cut up a little bit, or things that are complete. Of course, those are still complete. I may be able to do something with the other part as well. Yeah, because it's really pretty back there. It's kind of crazy. Ooh, I love the Eiffel Tower. I want to go someday. I love all of this paper. And that, I love that see-through. I'll do something with that. You can just see, these are really pretty. I love everything. I've spent probably 20 minutes going through a big plastic container and picking out the pieces that I liked. And another transparent. I just love this. Everything Victorian, Gothic, Gypsy, Bohemian. I love it. I just thought all of this was going to be really useful in the journal I'm finishing up. Of course, my shop is a bit of birdsong. I love birds. And there is a sort of a personal story behind why I chose that name for my shop. It's actually a family name of mine. In the 1700s, Major John Birdsong, who fought in the Revolutionary War. I'm a direct descendant of him, and his daughter's name was Lucy Birdsong. I think that's so pretty. Anyway, it was from a German immigrant whose last name was Vogelsang, which is birdsong in German, and he changed it to Birdsong here. Anyway, more pieces of beautiful scrapbooking paper. I like it when it has something on the front and the back, especially if it's lighter colors that can be written on. That to me is awesome for journaling. Like that. Ooh, butterflies. So all of this that I just showed you was weighed. It is 25 cents an ounce for this particular kind of paper. So this stack was about $4, and it was well worth it to me. I mean, as you know, if you go to AC Moore, paper like this is so expensive. This little bag has some things that I bought individually priced. This was 50 cents. This pretty gold cord. The tassel was 25 cents. I will use that on a journal. I love this trim. It was 50 cents. It is going to be glued onto the front of a junk journal. They have magazines for 50 cents a piece, and they get really, really awesome magazines. Lately, oh, that's pretty bizarre. Lately, they've had a lot of photography magazines, so I'm thinking that a photographer probably cleaned out, or someone cleaned out for him. I know they get estates. The magazines are 50 cents a piece, and these especially, let me get to the center. Oh, wow. These are wonderful for junk journaling. You can just remove the staples, and you already have pages that are ready just to be cut down. These had some really interesting photos. Well, oh wow. So 50 cents a piece, and I think I got 10 magazines. I use these a lot, and the pages sometimes end up in my ephemera packs in my Etsy shop. A bit of birdsong. This was $1. Last week when I was there, I got some amazing pewter stickers. These are not pewter. These are just sort of metallic. At least I don't think they are. No, the pewter was awesome. I mean, it would bend like metal, and they were just, it was originally a $5 package of stickers, and I think I paid 50 cents for it. So yeah, I like these. I guess, is that a sticker? And I don't really know why it's got that tab at the top. I do think this is a sticker. Well, we won't. Anyway, if it's not, I can glue them into the journals. I like those. I like shiny, beanie stuff. Now, let's get to this stack. And I'm going to just... Oh, good. Yeah, I think you can see. Hopefully I'm not getting in the way of myself. They have boxes and boxes of greeting cards that sometimes they still have messages in them, but most of the time they've taken the front off. This was a blank one that's probably going to go in a journal. I love that. And same with this one. I could have purchased an envelope to go with this, and I do that a lot, but I like these so much just for the journal. It'll give a place to write and something really pretty, and it's got a little bit about the bird. So, but these, I bought all of these. They're just the fronts of cards because I like to cut out the really pretty pieces to put in my ephemera packets and to use myself in my journaling. I bet that one was there because somebody got the heart upside down. Their cards are 5 cents a piece. So this is, oh, pretty ribbon. These just had a lot of really pretty things that I can use. Again, that's going to be stapled right into a journal. And I have to say, there is a YouTuber that I have just fallen in love with her channel. Her name is Liz Drake. She is called Sugar. And I really was not familiar with stapling the signatures for a junk journal. And she has an amazing method for gluing the signatures into a book cover. I will try to find that particular video that shows how she does it. The one that kind of taught me how to do that. So I like her a lot. But this, I'm going to put this into a journal. More things that I'm going to cut out and use. Parts that I don't use, they get recycled. We have a recycle bin. I love that. Ooh, coneflower or echinacea, and it happens to be sparkly. So I make cat journals. You might know that already. These are going to go into my cat journals. And more kitty cats. Ooh, I like that. See, that's been written in, but I will just use the front. Another bird, that's going into a journal. Love it. Indigo bunting. Isn't it beautiful? Oh my goodness. Same with this. Is that scarlet tanager? Thought so. More card fronts, and I will cut these borders out as well and use those in some journaling. But I mean, for 5 cents each, I don't think you could even go to Michael's or AC Moore or any place like that. And by the way, none of these places sponsor me. I have no affiliation with Scrap Exchange, no affiliation with AC Moore, no affiliation with Michael's. These are just places that I shop, and I am so impressed with the way the Scrap Exchange keeps things out of the landfill that are still usable. I wish every city had one. I've honestly thought about doing the boot camp and then moving just so I can open one up in another city. But 5, 10, I love these. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So really, I mean, I'm thinking I paid $2 or less for all of these cards, and they're going to be so useful to me. Oh, I love this. There is I think I've shown you before, but they've got this big bin of other people's photographs. This was in there, and I just think it's awesome. I have no idea who it is. It's going to go into a journal, 5 cents. This paper is with a section called construction paper. Well, that wasn't, that belongs there. And this is $1 a pound. I just went through, and this really is not construction paper. I like construction paper sometimes, but not all the time. I like something a little smoother for writing on, and that's what this paper is for. So this will be going into journals. Just picked up a little bit of this, and honestly, I didn't pay attention when they weighed this. I don't know if it's even a pound. So that was probably $1 or less. Now, let's get to this, my favorite thing. They have packets of ephemera. This is a $5 packet, and honestly, I probably could have put more in it. I probably should have. I try not to just be greedy. They do get a lot of ephemera. Magazine pages, stamps, game pieces, maps, books. Like, for instance, this book ended up being marked down to $1 and put in the ephemera section. So if you see something like that, you could just slide it in as well. Again, I don't do the envelopes so full that they won't even, you know, that they're bursting at the seams. They had a lot of stamps today, so I'm going to sort these. The ones that are on paper, I will take them off. That'll be a process. I didn't always do that. I think I'm going to start doing it though. I think it makes them a lot more desirable to people. These look like they're all off paper. Ooh, I heard a message. Let me make sure we're still filming because that was my phone. Yes. I really hope that I'm not getting in my own way. I don't think I am. Hope not. So, yeah, lots of stamps today. Lots and lots of stamps, which was awesome. Those will go right over in the stamp drawer. I won't do that now. Or maybe I will. Maybe I will. Because that's the best way to keep things clean and organized. Is just to put things right away. Helps me. It really helps me. I work full time. I know you guys know that. And tomorrow morning, bright and early, I will be on the road to my job, which takes me through a lot of traffic. So if I keep things neat and clean out here, then it's easier to come home from work and do some fun stuff. Oh, be still my heart. I love things like this. All these pattern covers. And what's so much fun about the scrap exchange is that you never ever know what's going to be in there. It's just amazing to me. I took about 6 bags today, huge bags. I cleaned out my clothes, and I still was cleaning out from having my retail store. So I took 2 tall trash bags full, a black yard bag full, and 2 canvas shopping bags full, and 2 cardboard boxes full of things. And then I shopped. Yay! That looks really old. Can't really tell. Pretty card. That'll probably go in a junk journal. Stickers. These are fun. These are fun for journaling. Look at this. More stamps. And I did not take all the stamps. They had a ton of stamps today. Look at Miss Grace Kelly. So pretty. They had a lot of stamps today, so there were just as many still there. They also had some information about stamps. Oh, look at that. There's more in here. I didn't know that. And this might be attractive to someone who collects stamps. I'll just probably list some of these things together in my Etsy shop. Philatelic Sales Division. More of those little nature stickers. Ooh, I didn't realize there were so many. Conservation stamps. Isn't this fun? The ABCs of stamp collecting. Here's another one. ABCs stamp collecting. Yeah, obviously they had a lot of stamp related. Oh, look. Oh, and that's, look at that. It's definitely, do I dare pull on that? Oh well. I will see. Look at that. Oh, the butterflies. I love it. I just wish they didn't have the tape on them. Is that what they're supposed to do? Anyway, I like it. These little postcards. Durham, North Carolina. A bit of history is reenacted for the bicentennial celebration near downtown Durham. Durham has changed a lot. Old envelope, another card. Very sweet. More stamps. These must have gotten wet. I don't know if you can tell just how many stamps are there. It's a stack, and they are fused together. I'm going to put them in water. I have had success, and I don't know, I don't want to tell anybody the wrong thing, but you could just put this in water and soak it for a little bit, and the stamps will float right off. And then you can spread them out on something that they won't stick to. You know, I wouldn't put them right back on paper. But, yeah, they keep their color and everything. In fact, I've used that before to remove old ad cards from the 1900s where they've been glued into scrapbooks. Now, that took a lot more soaking. I think I soaked probably even overnight. And they kept their color and everything, but you had to wait until they floated off of the paper. I thought this was really neat for journals too. This was in the ephemera section. Book pages. More book pages. About space. Ooh, pretty. Maybe I'll do a journal about the zodiac or something. I just thought that was so... I love it. It reminds me of like War of the Worlds or something. That's really neat. Oh, I forgot I got this. One of my sons used to be addicted to Legos. This is going to go in a junk journal. And more space. Pages. And I thought that was neat. This, I think, is a big poster of a creature of some kind. Ooh, monkeys around the world. Oh, wow. I love that. Yay. I didn't open it in the store. And there's an atlas. Ocean County. Well, where is Ocean County? Maybe I should know. It is the second largest county in New Jersey. See, you've had your geography lesson today, and so have I. Music. Ooh, look. It's an old print. Oh, pretty. What is that? Made in the USA. More piano music and sheet music. There's good old George. Oh, I thought that would be neat for junk journaling too. And this poster was pretty neat. It's got some wear and it's ripped in a couple of places, but just for journaling, it's probably going to be taken apart anyway, so. Meet a tiger trainer. Wonder what this is from. Maybe some magazine for children. Copyright 1977 National Geographic Society. Yeah, I don't want to have that job of being a tiger trainer. Okay, that's it. So that was a $5 ephemera packet, which is amazing to me. Maybe you don't think it's a good deal, and maybe it's not. I don't know. I think it is. If I have to be addicted to something, I think a $5 ephemera packet every so often is probably a safe thing to be addicted to. So I'm going to stop here, and I will be back in just a second after I reposition the camera. Okay, I'm back, and I'm going to work on putting some things in my journal. Before I get started, and again, I know that YouTube is so cautious about these things. I'm not an affiliate with anything that I'm showing you tonight. I bought this magazine last night, and I had originally gone into Barnes and Noble to look at a magazine called Flow. I have heard so much about it. I didn't buy it. It was really expensive. It did appeal to me in some ways, and in other ways I thought, well, I don't know. It says it's for people who love paper. Well, that's what I had heard. But then when I started looking at it, it seems to be more of a way of life, like slowing down and I guess flowing, go with the flow. I don't really know that much about it yet. If anybody cares to share their thoughts about the magazine, it did have some beautiful things in it, but I think it was like $24. And I ended up getting this one. I had my Barnes and Noble card, so I got a little bit of a discount. I thought this had some pretty things, and once I read this, I probably will use some of the pages in my projects. But I would love to hear your thoughts about which magazines you like. I have already cut some things out that I'm going to glue in. I can't just go wild and craft all night because I have to be at work in the morning. And I do want to go inside and spend some time with my sweetheart. We got to practice our music tonight, and that's a good thing. I don't want to completely lose the progress I've made over the last 4 years. So I'm just going to start putting some things in here while we're talking. I hope that I'm not blocking your view. I've always had really masculine hands. I used to be really self-conscious about it. I still, it would be nice to have more feminine hands, I guess, but I have really strong hands, so try not to worry too much. Now, this I'll probably use hot glue. That looks really serene. Maybe I'll just put it right down in that corner. I just love the process of filling up a journal. Especially if there's no, I hate to say no rhyme or reason, but if there are no rules, isn't that serene? Maybe I've told you I'm a little bit afraid to get out in boats. If I was in water like that, I would be okay, but I don't want to get out on the ocean. No, thank you. It doesn't appeal to me. Now, let me get one of these. That looks like a good page for this. But yeah, magazines are expensive. I do buy new magazines just so that I can stay current on some things. Well, I don't buy a lot of them. I do like the Stampington, some of those. I like the Studio magazine. Every once in a while I will get Where Women Create because I love to see different studios of different artists. Sometimes the Scrap Exchange will get those magazines in. Of course, they're usually older, which is okay with me. And for 50 cents, I am not going to complain about getting a $14 magazine for 50 cents. That can stay there. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Let's go back to the front. I did the best job I could with this one. The glue kind of wanted to spill out in a couple of places. You can see that in the front. I mean, it's okay. I still feel like it's a pretty good journal. The pages will open up really well. And there's another. It's kind of neat, though. Makes it almost artsy. I put a little, this is a trick that I've used until I get really, really good at this process. And this one didn't turn out so great, but if the glue has crept up in between a couple of signatures, and I probably did put way too much glue in a couple of spots, I will just take a strip of tissue paper, fold it in half, and lay it down in that seam. I guess that's not, at least it keeps the pages from sticking together too badly. And again, I only had a couple of pages that did that, so I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain. So where do we go now? maybe some of these nature stickers that I got are really cool. Maybe we'll do that. Now I wonder if I might just keep that on there. Excuse me while I look my stamps. I know that's really gross. I probably lost the 2 followers that I have so far. I'm just kidding. I think I have 18 subscribers, and I'm excited about that. I mean, that's awesome. Have to start somewhere. No. No, 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 no. Ooh, guitar. That's how I met my sweetie. I came to take guitar lessons. I can tell you one thing, I was not looking for a man. I mean, I wasn't looking for a relationship. Let me put it like that. I do love men. I'm not wild, not like that, but I wasn't looking for a woman. Let's put it that way. And people can do what they like. I don't mean it in that sense at all. What I mean is that I was not looking for a relationship. But he is amazing. And I fell in love with him. And that was almost 4 years ago. So, it's just, he couldn't be any better to me. Let's put it that way. Let's put a butterfly stamp. But where? Well, I don't remember what's in here. No, not there. Maybe on that. There we go. You can hear people outside. I think our neighbors have friends over, which is nice. Aww. Well, wait a minute. There's something about that I like. With the little flowers. Now, I don't know if I want to. We'll use this. Sometimes I have to say Mod Podge or hot glue. I may end up wishing I had used the hot glue. But maybe not. It kind of... This paper's so thin that I'm about to put it on. This could end up being a... Is this going to be a mistake? Tell me, peeps. Let's close you up so you can dry. Now, what else do we have? Oh, these did end up being stickers. Well, now. Where? Oh, you know what? I think... Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I want to cut this tab off. And I'm going to put this right in the center of the page because I am going to draw something around that. I want to make a geometric sort of design. I can come back and do that. Let's pick out a page that might not show up enough there. Let's find a different page. Not on that page. Ooh, woohoo! An owl. Well, sometimes I just like contrast. Oh, that shows up on there. We'll make this our page of hearts. I'll just cover that page in hearts. Sorry, I bumped the camera. Not good. Again, that's a flimsy page. We may end up having to put something on the other side of it to make it sturdy. Oh, there's one of my other pages where the glue came through. We will see. We will see. Oh, look. I wonder if... Where did you go? I thought I had a goldfish stamp. Yep. Well, maybe it's not a goldfish. Oh, what is that kind of fish called? I can't even read it. Oh, it just says, oh, Catalufa. Now we've had our biology lesson. We're going to put him in the ocean, if I can find it again. There we go. Because that's where he goes. I don't know. Maybe, okay, wait. I wonder if this will work. What if... What if we cut him out? I hear my neighbor laughing. Let's get you all cut out, Mr. Fish. Or Mrs. Fish. That might be good enough. Right. Is that water? Yeah. Mhm. Stay right there, little fishy. Let's move these stamps out of the way. Somebody's sending me a message, I think. Put this. Oh, I like that. But wait, I think I love old photos. Well, I don't know what I did with it. So maybe that could go on there, or it could go in there. That's pretty. Maybe we'll just do that on that page. On this one, I'm going to do the hot glue. Oops, I didn't mean to get so close to the edge. Living on the edge with the hot glue gun. That's a dangerous thing, peeps. And then we will just put... Let me get another glue stick. How about that? We will put glue on this old photo. Just 1944. So I'll put these little dots in the corner. Oh, okay. Good gracious. I know that noise was attractive. Ooh, I like that. That's so neat. Look at their clothes. They're so neat. Oh, and I did end up putting the tassel on this book. I just put some cord through the center of one of the signatures. So I'm going to keep gluing in things. We'll put in a few more things. This is still so sticky. That pulled off of one of those greeting cards. Where do I want this? That's pretty right there. Man, that's sticky. I mean, to have come off of a card, and that's still super, super sticky, which is nice. I'm not going to complain. Here's another heart to cut out. I'll just go ahead and cut it out real quickly. And we'll put that over on our heart page. There's actually a couple more, but they're so tiny. I'll cut those out later. But yeah, I could just keep working out here. I don't want to ignore my sweetie though. And I also have to get ready for work tomorrow. I want to get all of my clothes in order and just feel prepared for the day. I always enjoy work more if I feel like I've had my clothes ready to go, and we need to make that page stronger. I know I do. I wonder if that would help. Probably. But maybe I will wait and find something a little bit bigger. No. No, no, no. Isn't this fun? I think it's so relaxing just to go through and think about what I won't wear. Let's go back to the front. See, I'm always torn. Do I want to leave pages like this to write on? I guess I could write on other pieces of paper and put them in here. This junk journal is for me, so I can do whatever I want. There will be others to go in the shop. I think because of the glue, who knows? I mean, it's not a big deal with the glue, but I kind of am a perfectionist. I definitely don't want to cover up the guitar. Oh, there's a page that's kind of plain. And then what if we put something over it? I like the pot. I don't really want to cut any more of the pot. But I might, if I have to. I'll just cut a little bit off the top and a little bit more off the bottom. That may be okay. So I'm going to cover this in Mod Podge. So yeah, the Scrap Exchange is an awesome place. I wish more cities could do that. They get donations from all kinds of places, from factories, local businesses. I think they get estates, and just individuals donate. Like I said, I took a lot of things today. We have a lot of really good thrifting areas around here. Durham has a lot of neat thrift stores, and just a lot of neat stores in general. I like Durham. And I like Raleigh and Chapel Hill and Hillsboro. This area's got a lot of cool stuff. Don't want that to stick to anything. I'm going to put a few more pieces in, and then I'm going to stop so that I can get ready for work and practice a little bit. Oh, let's put hot glue on this one. I like for things to stand up a little bit, like they're jumping off the page. Yay. That's really nice. So yeah, I would love to hear thoughts on magazines. Oh, I love this. This reminds me of my sweetheart. It's kind of neat right there. Oh, it's so hard to cut a perfect heart freehand. I didn't do such a bad job, but You could just trim it away to nothing. I keep seeing places that don't look even. Crippity. I don't know if I like that there. Ooh, love. That needs something on it before I put anything on there. Oh, that clashes. Nope. Nope. That's not so bad. We do crossword puzzles together every night, so maybe I'll put that on that page. Here goes the hot glue again. I feel like hot glue should be my middle name. Me and my sweetie pie. My sweetie. What else do I have? Not much more. Not much more. Oh, this heart's probably too big for the heart page, but let's go back and look. Well, it might go over here. Let's do that. This will be hearts, hearts, hearts. I need to get more of my acrylic paints out here. The studio is getting really full, and I like it that way, but I don't want to just overwhelm myself by bringing out too much at one time. I've got most of my supplies in here, but I do have a few more things, and I like to be able to put things away as soon as I bring them out. Oh, I like this. Let's put this thing in. That's a little artist trading card. That might not be the one I keep in there, but we will see. And actually, maybe I'll use a good amount of Mod Podge for this. I keep wanting to say Sculpey. I must have clay on my mind. I make clay dolls. I haven't done any in a while, though. I need to. Sold most of the ones I made. I still have a couple, but I've sold all of the girl dolls. And I think what I might do, well, that should be okay. Sit that in there for right now. Maybe I will. No, don't do that. I'm impatient. I think having children has made me more patient, but I want things done instantly, and life is just not like that. You know, did you see me almost whip that hot glue gun out? But that would make that too bumpy. That's really cool paper. It is from 1776. I know I've told you about it before. It was a book that I in no way would have destroyed had it been complete. But it was not. It was, there's the other part of that. I don't know why I was looking in the front of the book, because that is not where it would be in this signature back here. Okay, let's see what else we've got that can go in here and make it pretty. Echinacea coneflower. I used to grow this. I left a house that I had lived in for 23 years, and one of the hardest things to leave was the garden. It was magnificent sometimes. But it had had a lot of work, a lot of my heart and passion and just really blood, sweat, and tears went into that place, and then to have to leave it. But it's a long story. Maybe I'll tell it sometime. Anyway, I love... Ooh, that's pretty right there. I'll put that on that page. But I don't know if I want to cover up. Well, you can still see around the edges. Some of these blank pages are going to have to get decorated somehow. But they're heavy paper. Those pollinators. Yay. Got glue on my And this book belongs to, I'll look at this really cool pen. I'm going to put my name in here. Lynn. So much more to do. But isn't this fun? It's so relaxing. Oh wait, let's go back to the I wonder if we can just put hot glue in the center. Yes. That's pretty. Pretty, pretty. What should I do with these pages? That is a thinner paper. These can handle, I think those could handle acrylic paint, actually. That's really heavy paper. So, but this, maybe I will put something over it. Just use the Mod Podge to add another whole page. Or I could just keep gluing things. That's not a bad idea either. You know how these things are. They just fill up and fill up, and to me, the more they have, the prettier they are. You know how you can tell who plays guitar? Sometimes you can tell, not always. I guess it depends on acoustic or electric, and also if the person likes to finger pick. But really short fingernails on the left hand for the strings, and then longer ones on the right for picking. I'm still learning. You know what? We may just fill that little page up with those Victorian cutouts. We will make this page so full, you won't even know there's white under there. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be rocking. So that's that for now. We're having a good time outside. I hear it. Can you hear the children? Yep. Fill it up. There's one more thing. That little card. Where do I want to put that? I don't know that I want to put him with Mr. Owl. It's like a little page within a page. And I like contrast. I don't like for something to just completely, totally clash. Let's see here. Yep, where was that page? I think I liked it on that page. Now that I've lost it. Was that it? Yeah. I did the hot glue trick. I don't know what women did before hot glue guns. Can you imagine if Laura Ingalls had had a hot glue gun? Well, it wouldn't have worked because she didn't have electricity. But you know what I mean. I'm just being silly now. Okay. That is all that I'm going to glue in for right now. Isn't it lovely? Oh, just paper, paper, paper. I love it. Yep, it's getting fuller. I don't know, I'm not sure if fuller is a word the way I'm using it, but I think we all know what I mean. So thank you for joining me. I'm going to stop right now. And I am going to say goodbye. Thank you so much for stopping in. I'll see you next time. Bye.